Okay, we're starting. I'm not saying anything, right? Right.
It's somethingplanet.com. Their videos and podcasts are the bomb. Tune on in, they'll have their say. It's Stu and John and Dave today. It's somethingplanet.com.
Something Planet Podcast, episode number 520. Welcome to it. I'm your host, John J., and with me are some
black
friends.
people.
I'm not going to say that.
You can say it. We allow you to say it. You can say
No, don't say that. We don't unify us as a group.
I'm here with JJ Curry.
Boom, boom. What's up, baby?
JJ Curry, he's here all the way from New York City. I actually hit him up and said that I wanted to do like a remote podcast, and he was like, well, actually, I'm in town. So I'm like, all right, well,
come over.
we'll try the remote thing later on. To the right here is Brad Gilmore. Everybody knows Brad.
Hey,
Brad wanted to get a haircut today, but he had to skip it
There's
so
too many
that he could
fucking
be
people.
here. Yeah.
Don't you love a good
Well,
black
that's it.
barber?
That's the thing. That's the barber. The barber has the thing that he has to put up against his neck
yeah.
in order to
Takes a lot,
talk.
yeah.
So
I
he
didn't
has
know that.
You think he ever accidentally puts the clippers up to his neck?
Oh.
Dude, I was thinking that same thing.
I thought you were
didn't
going to say
want to
put the
say
thing
that.
up to your head.
It was like-
Or either way, has
It
that
was
ever
like-
happened? I mean,
wanna
I've
get
got my
etched
haircut
up.
from him a couple times, and he's just not gentle enough for me. Okay,
He is fucking rough.
he's
But
a little
like,
rough.
I like how he cuts my hair, so
He
I
does
can't
a
go
fantastic
somewhere else,
job.
man.
It looks great.
Yeah, not right
for
now,
sure.
but I ain't seen him in a minute.
It's when you enjoy a good haircut, it's like, man, I gotta pay you.
You gotta pay for
I
a
haven't
good
found a
haircut.
good barber in New York yet. So
No.
when I'm out there, that's why I keep coming back so often just to
Just
get
to
my
get a
haircut.
You just have to like walk into a building that has Notorious B.I.G. on a mural outside, and then that's the barbershop.
Yeah,
right?
that's probably it. Well,
That's what
but
I see in the movies.
They
That's
will
what they show in the
also
movies.
got to find the one in the price range because those same ones be like $50 for a
$50?
lineup. And I'm like,
paying
no,
For a lineup.
yeah,
Damn.
$50
No.
for a lineup.
yeah, they really are. They be they
I'm
think
paying
New York be
$35
like,
now.
dude, I'm at 30. I'll give you 25 to 30, but 35,
I'm at-
yeah. But you didn't think over that, like, bro.
How much
I
are you
want to
paying
see.
for
Like
a fade?
35.
35
But
for
just
a
to
fade.
get the sides trimmed down and the beard shaped up. That's literally I
Yeah.
get an edge and that's it.
Yeah,
Oh no, I gotta pay an extra 10 if I want the beard done.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not having much facial hair. This
but
don't
they'll
grow.
they'll do the straight razor on the back of the neck.
Oh, it's true.
That's included, and the washing the hair is included too.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
it when
so
they do
yeah,
the
yeah,
hot
yeah.
towel.
And the hot
I be
towel
like,
is
can you
included.
put it like on my chest?
I don't get too many hot towels, but they are the greatest. They are that smoothness. Lay you
Yeah,
out,
so for
baby.
$35, if I'm getting the hot towel and I'm getting the razor shave on the neck, that's pretty good.
I just know that if I'm paying you over $30, don't treat me like a child.
What's the least you would pay for it? Like a place going to get a haircut. Like that. Like if they're like, this is like,
if they, like, if
would we
they-
be comfortable
If, we go,
if they were like-
$20,
charging $3 a
yeah, if
haircut?
they were
we
like it's
doing-
$8, I'd be like, I'm gonna go.
I ain't fucking with nothing. I gotta bring you some ones with. Like, this-
I've been to Supercuts before, and
Is
you
that
know what?
the
Didn't
price
get me
there?
any dates. Didn't
Is
get
that-
any dates from Supercuts.
Nah, they gotta-
Yeah,
they
I'd
gotta-
never been to like a Supercuts before. Well, when I was growing up, I don't even know if Supercuts can. I don't know.
I don't
know
know.
if they can cut black hair.
I don't know. Look, the funny thing, there's a barbershop.
They probably can, but I don't know if I want them to cut
I
my
had to
hair.
go get a lineup before I left to go to the Bahamas last month, February. And I went to the barbershop that was like in the same neighborhood as me. And as soon as I walked in, everyone on the barbers, like, they looked at me like, fuck. I just need to quit line. They were like, just a line? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you just need to. I'm like, yo, you ain't got to do nothing on the top. I just need you to make it look neat. And they were
Why
like,
don't
we
you
can
just
do
do it
that.
yourself?
Dude, bro, they were,
What was
I
this, like a salon?
No, it was an actual barbershop, but
Okay.
it was just in the middle of Brooklyn. And there's no black people.
There's no black people in Brooklyn
There's no
anymore?
more black
There's
people
no
in
more
Brooklyn.
black
Not
people
in
in
the part of
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn I live
You're
in.
the last
What?
one.
I'm the
And you're
only
from
one
Georgia.
that feel like it. Like, yeah. I be walking
You don't
around
even count.
Dude, for real, I be walking around going to the market and stuff, and I'm be looking for black dudes. No black dudes ever. Always some black women, some Asians, couple white people.
Never a black guy.
But
No
never
black
Well, I
one
guy.
mean,
from
it's,
the only one.
I guess it's kind of the opposite because it was like 20, 30 years ago, Brooklyn had a lot of black people, and then you would see less in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And now you see it's just a lot more diversity in Manhattan, but then you go out to Brooklyn and it's just a lot of
They
whites.
pushed it all out. They in Harlem or they in
That was
the Bronx.
yeah, that was in that movie. Did you see the movie Leave the World Behind? Or
Yeah.
whatever?
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
white family was from Brooklyn, and the black man was from like the Upper East Side or whatever.
I think they mentioned Park Slope is where I live at, and they mentioned it in the movie.
Oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah,
oh,
yeah. I was like, yeah, this is white.
it's a bunch of Ethan Hawks running around.
Yeah,
here.
this is a bunch of Ethan Hawke. Which became a big fan of Ethan Hawke lately. I was like, this dude really? Him and Jake, was it
Gyllenhaal?
Jake, is that the dude that did Prisoner?
Yeah, Prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Became a fan of him over the last.
Oh, Prisoners is a great movie.
It's a great movie. I've been watching a lot of white actors lately. I've been trying to figure out the white actors and what's their name.
Ethan Hawke was he's the one that played John
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, John Brown.
John Brown, the guy that started a slave revolt and murdered a bunch of slave owners and then got hanged. He
Sound like a winner.
basically it was like the precursor to the Civil War.
Okay,
Yeah.
John
It was like
Brown.
John Brown. Well, John Brown was very religious, and he was like, slavery goes against God, so that's evil, and
they
it has to stop.
They also try to use slavery as a turning point for Christianity. They were like, God said you can beat them.
Yeah, it's in the Old Testament. It says that you could have like a slave, but that's weird ass Old Testament shit.
It's funny how they can just
You can have a little
didn't say that
slave.
shit.
They can
You
just
can have a
nitpick.
little slave.
As a
We
treat.
call them children.
It's a treat, yeah.
We call them children.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what your kids are. It's
Yeah,
just a
it's
little
slave. Like, hey, you want to eat? Take out the trash. Like,
So tell us more about New York City. How's the comedy scene there? How have you been adapting to an all-white environment?
it's not even all white. It just,
Have you met Dave Chappelle yet?
I have not met Dave Chappelle, but I keep apparently we just keep missing the bump of it because everybody just come in and do shows at all these random places.
Yeah.
So you just do the same thing because you just end up going around the entire city trying to tell some jokes, trying to get 20 minutes in 3 hours. That's all you aim for.
So you're just wandering around the city trying to accumulate 20 minutes by what,
Going
4 minutes at a time?
Yeah, basically just in bursts a moment. So it's just comedically it made me. Now when we did a speed round at one of these open mics while I was here, and everybody was like 2 minutes. I was like, cool. I got one joke to work on, and I probably
And you just tell one joke. Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's go. And they was like, wow, that was really good. I'm like, no, it's just you learn to take the fat out. You're like, let me just get to the point. Of
And
this.
here I am, like a dumbass, developing a whole new hour.
Yeah, hey, dude, bro,
Like doing all this work to write 45 minutes of material.
the big difference is I think Southern comics will always have more time. We'll always have more time to compare to everybody else. But New York comics, they are tighter. I give you that. They will literally write jokes like
Yeah,
yeah. They'll have a lot of laughs real quick, but they'll be done in 10 minutes.
Be done in 10 minutes, or go to crowd work.
Yeah, or go to crowd work. Yeah,
Yeah, they have 10. Yeah, they have 10 minutes of material. And
Great
then
material,
Can do
yeah.
crowd work for 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah. Oh, what's going on here, buddy? Like, yeah. So,
Yeah, there is a lot of that. And,
I'm
you know,
sitting down.
well, I think it's also industry. I think they got so heavy in crowd work because social media.
because of
was so
social
crazy.
media. Well,
And
even
then-
when I was there like 10 years ago or 8 years ago or whatever, that's what made me want to learn crowd work because I was like doing like showcases and stuff, and I was like the only guy on the showcase not doing crowd work. And I was like,
It's the
maybe I
flip
should
now.
learn how to do this.
It's the flip now. I'm the only person on the showcases that don't do crowd work.
Oh,
And everybody's
really?
like,
Yeah.
man, I need to write some jokes. So just,
Yeah, I mean, I only do crowd work when I can't remember what the fuck my jokes are.
No,
whenever,
I only do crowd work when
Just when you're talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just do crowd work all the time.
If I'm doing a headline, I dedicate 5 minutes to crowd work. But let me
Yeah.
just talk to people.
Oh, dude, crowd work during the check drop exclusively. That's what it's for.
Yeah, that's the
Not
best
wasting
time.
my
I'm
jokes
not finna
the
hear
check
the
drop.
3 girls I can't date flop because somebody trying to do math
Yeah.
of how much these 3 beers cost.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much the only time I do it. Where else have you been recently? You just got accepted to a new comedy festival, right?
Yeah, I got accepted to Seattle upper left corner comedy festival in
Okay.
April, and then
And they got you on a bunch of showcases, right?
yeah, I'm doing 4 showcases in 3 days.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. Good to tell some jokes, and then I'm hopefully I hear about some more festivals coming back soon. But finger crossed. I'm just trying to. Honestly, I'm at a point where creatively, I have the material. It just no, I'm just gotta get my fan base. I gotta do better at social media and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm working on more
Yeah.
now too. It's like I spent like so many years just like trying to be a good comic, because when I first started,
You had
like,
to be a good
headliners. Well, you had to be a really good comic, and headliners would be like, "Don't worry about all that other stuff, and just be a good comic." So like I did that, and then it was like, "Hey, what about your social media?" I'm like, "Well, shit, I've been fucking doing that for years, you know."
It's a double-edged sword. Now it's just like
I've been relying on being funny this whole time.
I know. If you mean tell me the job description doesn't matter? It's crazy.
Yeah, less matters. What have you been up to, Brad? You've been jazzing about town. You've been playing music.
I've been going all in the music, man. I've
You
stepped
stopped
away
doing
from
comedy.
I stopped doing comedy. I got to a point where it was like I didn't really enjoy it anymore.
Yeah.
It was more of like, I mean, the mic was nice because that brought in money, and it was nice to see people every week. But like, I was never really a fucking writer. I hated writing, man.
Well,
I didn't like it.
You wrote 30 minutes of material at least.
No, yeah, I had a half hour, and then
Or
when I got to
more.
that point, I was like, I'm good here. I don't want to headline. I don't want to talk for an hour. Features a sweet spot,
Feat
baby.
is the sweet
I
spot.
just show up,
Yeah.
do my shit. I don't
It
got
is.
to. I don't
It's
You
got
work
the
so
best.
hard to
nothing.
be a headliner, and then when you do it, you're like, "Fuck, this is way,
Way
harder."
worse.
Yeah. By the time I got into it, you're already pushing the headline. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
it
going
was.
to stay back on
It's
this
so.
feature line.
It's just so much harder, and it's only 15
15
20
more-
minutes more.
Yeah.
And
But
use
it's just
more,
the spot is harder. It's, you have to be the best one.
you
on
have
the
to be the
show.
best one. You got to the show rely on you. Like
Yeah.
I
Your
love
name
when-
on the marquee at the top, baby.
Yeah, I love when people come up to me and like, man, what? Yeah, I'm to do. What do anything you want me to do for your show? I'm like, bro, just do what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, I still have to,
Yeah.
regardless if you do good or bad.
Exactly.
Yeah, I stopped even care. Like, do you care if I do this before you? Like, don't
Go
care,
ahead, bro.
I'm not
do what
watching
you
you.
want to do. And I'm like, it's crazy because like I'm a cleanish comedy. So like people feature for me, they're typically like dirty comedy. They're like, man, I don't want to be too. I'm like, dude, you got to do, bro. We're not gonna cross screens. Like it's not going.
Yeah, I mean, I think some comics have asked me to just like not say the F word too much.
Which one?
Fucking.
Oh.
I do like to say shit a lot. Shit is one of my favorite ones, but I don't have to say fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, I started doing one joke where I started saying poop
Instead of
instead
shit.
of shit, and it might be getting more laughs that way.
Poop is funnier than shit.
I think sometimes
it's-
depend on the word. I think it's sometimes you have to put the description.
Yeah, you have to throw it out there. It's like you choosing a color scheme in a painting. You know, like,
Yeah,
is this
like,
work?
yeah, this blue look good, but this
Yeah,
sky blue.
Yeah, like royal blue might be a little bit better. You know,
That's how I feel about it.
Poo-poo's funny.
poop is funny.
It's a good
Poop
word.
is funny. So, what are your remaining shows while you're still in town for the listeners?
Well, I have
When do you head back?
I head back the 26th,
Okay.
but I have some family issue that popped up recently. So
okay.
yeah, as my uncle passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
so the shows may be canceled for my aspect of it this weekend. Or if we do the funeral next week, then I'll be doing shows, but I'll be staying
You'll be staying an
staying
extra
for
week or
extra
whatever.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
one of the two. But if it happened to be next week, you can catch me this weekend at I got Thursday at Side Splitters and then Friday and Saturday at St. Pete Sunshine Comedy Club.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys. I don't know. I remember everybody was beefing for a little bit before I left here about that. Yeah,
I'm so mad.
yeah, I know that was a heated exchange because some people were like, "You work this club, you can't work this one." So it's just a.
Oh, for some, I mean, I don't know if I want to talk too much shit about Sunshine Comedy Club, but I heard how much they paid, and so I just haven't been down there yet.
That makes sense.
I feel like though, if they have out of town comics, they have to be paying them more than what they're paying local headliners.
You're not finna catch it out
You
of town.
can't get an out of town comic for what they're paying there.
Yeah. So that's the thing about comedy. You have to figure out like, if you local, you can't expect them to try to give you everything.
Right, yeah. But at least, come on, but at least
Reasonable.
$100 or something.
Yeah, you got to be
know?
reasonable.
Pay-
You have to be like, this motherfucker did give me gas money for the week.
Well, you gotta, gas. You gotta drive back and forth. You gotta eat.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, food. You can take care of food. That would be great.
Yeah,
I'm not asking for this. I'm not asking for a place to
and
stay.
a place to sleep.
Yeah,
So I
Yes.
haven't been down there yet, but I don't. I didn't even go to the last club that was down there.
I didn't go there
because he
neither.
didn't pay
So
either.
yeah, that's
So
what
I was like, I stopped going there because Coconuts didn't pay, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck am I wasting my time for?
I was telling people last night about it. They were like, "Did you?" Because they were like, "You didn't come to Coconuts." And they're like, "Because when I moved here, I wasn't at the stage where I did the Coconuts. Coconuts was great if you was a young comic trying to get as much time as possible.
Right.
But I was like, I'm already looking for a paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
exactly.
not there for that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was fine when, I'm writing the first hour and I need to do 10, and they're going to give me a 10-minute spot on a Friday in front of tourists.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
But now I'm like, well, I'm already funny. I don't need that.
I need the actual pay so I
Yeah.
can keep.
I need that money.
I'm
Yeah.
broke as hell.
Yeah. So that's the funny, but that's the thing about comedy. So there's shitty rooms like that you necessarily need. It's just
Right.
they just can't rely on you to be like, you can't expect me to stay here forever, and you're not trying to.
Right, yeah, don't get
Yeah.
mad at me. Because, that's what the old club that was there, it got to the point where they would get mad at me. They're like, well, you haven't shown up in 2 months. I'm like, well,
Just
I've
like-
been on the road.
Yeah.
I've been making money at this.
You can't. You
Don't,
just
why are you mad at me?
respect people
Because
for
I'm
the-
booked.
Yeah, I would still send people there, but like go there.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get to work, but
And they had some really funny headliners come through there, but just because that dude had contacts from years and years ago.
Yeah.
So there'd be some really monster killer headliners that would come through there every once in a while, and then you would get to work with them. So that's
that's the other
a
side
perk,
of that.
yeah.
Which is a perk. I heard that
you just gotta give me something, some
something.
perk.
I gotta have something to come out of this. It don't have to be. It don't have to be a fucking Netflix special, but at least let me have a friend.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I'll take
Tubi?
Amazon Prime.
I'll take a
Tubi.
Tubi.
I will take a Tubi all
Fuck
day.
yeah.
Give
I
me
love
Tubi.
Tubi.
I would do a
I
Tubi
love Tubi.
special.
Yeah,
I watch Tubi movies all the time.
People that watch Tubi are my people. Okay,
Yeah.
those are
They're
people
great.
that can't afford Netflix.
Yeah.
The funny, yeah, I would love to see if Tubi was to give a serious comedy series, and they'll be
Yeah, I
like, we
would
actually
submit
do
to it.
good, legit comedy, because people watch, we're gonna watch comedy on Tubi, and they'll
Yeah.
be like, yo, this is actually. These
lot of
guys are
people
actually
watch
good.
Tubi.
Yeah, you'll blow up on
That
Tubi.
might be an untapped market, man. Get
Yeah.
you a Tubi special.
We're gonna get a Cat Williams, Rising Stars showcase on
I'm
Tubi.
fine with that. Yeah, yeah. Just play his interview right
Yeah,
before
but
it happens.
he talks shit on every single episode.
Yeah. I got some funny comedians for you guys. Now.
They're dog
you
shit,
sound
but
just
you'll
like
like
him.
them.
Thank you.
No, I was talking to John.
Um,
John's impression was spot on.
Real quick before we move on, I want to tell you all about the Carry Cart. We're sponsored by the Carry Cart. You can check out carrycart.com. Let me.
You put up a
supposed to-
picture.
Yeah, I gotta put up a
Do
picture.
we get a carry cart?
Okay, no, that's my notes.
I want a carry cart.
I do want a carry cart. Where is my
I
carry
don't want a
cart
carry
at?
cart.
What's the carry card?
It's a big old penis.
I don't. Okay.
It's a
I
cart
can't find my carry cart.
that you can carry.
can't
You
find-
can cart
Is
things.
it a carry buggy?
You can cart things and you can carry
It
things.
sounds like a carry buggy.
It's like
It's-
it's
okay.
a transformer. It transforms into a ladder, a
It's
cart,
okay. So what it
a
is?
step stool.
It's a step ladder. It's a trolley. It's a dolly. And it's a hand truck all in one thing that you can fold up, and then you can fit it in your apartment. This is probably good for you and Farzan and Jared because y'all got to carry
All that fucking
all that equipment into the park to do your comedy show.
There you
in
go.
Queens was that training day that's every
Training day,
Wednesday
Wednesday.
in Astoria Park,
Yep.
except when it's cold.
Except for the code, we was at McDonald until probably end of May.
Yeah, because it's cold as
It's
hell
cold
there
as fuck.
still.
It's
So so
terrible.
it's inside. But yeah, once it's actual springtime again, you guys
Yeah,
can.
New York don't have a spring. Don't get me started.
It's just summer, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can
building's
carry
so
this,
tall,
and
they
it
block
folds
the
right up in the
sun.
cart. If you go to carrycart.com, that's with 2 Ks, not 3.
You have to say that. You legally have to say
I
that.
legally have to say that. Now,
Oh wait, it is with 2 Ks?
yeah,
it's a
carry
cart
with
with a
2
K?
Ks.
I
2
don't like
Ks.
that.
I was
2
called
Ks.
CC.
Anyway, carrycart.com. If you use the code SP at checkout, you're gonna get $20 off this carry cart, and they ship all over the United States.
I'm
Damn.
not to look at this day because I'm not carrying that shit.
Yeah, you don't want to carry it,
Yeah.
and it folds. It says this thing can carry a whole pallet of bricks. It can carry a couch.
How heavy is a pallet of bricks?
I don't know.
Oh man, I'm probably
A shit ton.
200.
It's at least
ounces?
a pallet. Sound like a lot. It sounds like a lot.
It's
of
at
bricks.
least a metric fuck ton.
Oh, damn, that's a lot.
A metric.
A metric
ton.
fuck
You
ton.
know, most people
Not
put
a-
a pallet just to put half their yard.
Not a pallet of mayonnaise.
Oh, we're also sponsored by randomfandom.com. That's
Random Fandom.
random-fandom.com.
Hey.
and I'll show you guys some of these designs here that we got. This is on our second page here. So 0% Hustle. That's a popular one. We got Save the Trop. We got Everything is Temporary. We have one that says Flat Earth Society. We have chapters around the globe.
Oh, get it?
Wait, wow. Shut up. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Not doing that.
Anyway, that's
The Earth used to be flat, though. I'm just gonna. I want
random-fandom.com.
everybody to know that.
JJ has refused to wear any of these shirts. Yeah, and
It
we're
used to
back
be
on
flat. It used to be flat.
And
It
then
did.
just round itself out.
Well, perception is reality. No, I'm saying
It's
people were
rounded
like, "Oh, the
itself
Earth's
off.
flat," until they found out it wasn't. But at that point, it was because
So
perception is
shit,
reality.
just like how the Earth was the center of the universe.
Yeah, it isn't.
That makes sense.
Earth. It could
Earth
be
is a little
at the
bitch.
center. I mean, if the universe is infinite, then isn't every point?
That's
the
true.
center?
If
It's all
it's
the-
infinite, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe it's not
I'm
infinite.
blowing
We
you
all
guys'
going to the
fucking
Great
mind.
Distraction. We all
Nah.
going to the same point.
Blowing you
Big
guys'
Bang
fucking
Theory
mind.
taught me that.
You know what
Um,
I
TV
learned
show.
from Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Let's do some world news. You guys down for some world news?
World news. Global.
news.
Let's see.
World news. Who's the white dude that used to be on MTV that came on?
Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder.
I remember him because it sounded like an ejaculation sound. Load her up. Let me load her up.
Live in the
Sorry.
Something Planet studio in beautiful Montreal, Canada. From the team that brought you Are Racehorses Real? And Girls Gone Golfing. This is Something Planet World News.
Something Planet World News, guys. Is that loud enough? I don't even know if
I
that's
heard a
loud
little
enough.
I
bit.
heard it. I can hear it.
Okay. Well, I'm judging for the listeners at home.
Does the
viewers.
sound keep playing as you're going to talk?
Yeah, it keeps going for a while.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just it's a little talk over
I
music.
hate it.
I hate it.
That gave me a little rhythm.
Let's see. World news. We're not talking about the carry cart anymore. Wisconsin man legally named D's Nuts is arrested in domestic altercation.
Well,
He's named
we knew it was
D's
going to
Nuts.
happen. We knew that was going to happen.
I wonder how he
Eventually-
started it.
I mean,
Started the name or
The
the
fight.
domestic violence?
It was like, who moved these nuts? Like, oh, that's
Well,
I
he
mean, on a
chose
long
it.
on a long enough timeline, everything will happen eventually.
Yeah.
Green Bay, Wisconsin man accused of using a deadly weapon along with misdemeanor battery and disorderly conduct has a very arresting name. That's because the 42-year-old suspect's full name is D's Nuts Lee Kroll.
I don't get the Lee Kroll part.
I think that's just his
I
last
know,
name
I'm
is
kidding.
Lee Kroll.
I know.
Lee
I don't
Crow
know.
is one last name.
I think it's like these nuts, Lee
It's
Kroll.
two last names.
Lee Kroll and Lee Kroll.
The police officer said two others who were put into a squad car before Kroll's arrest were identified as his daughter and her boyfriend. Police then took a shirtless Kroll into custody. And the smoking gun noted that the elder Kroll appeared to be highly intoxicated. I would be drinking a lot too.
If my daddy named me these
These
nuts.
nuts.
Oh,
You
you
know
know,
what's
the
funny, though?
daddy's name is D's
Yeah.
Nuts.
You know,
So his
because you know,
father's name
mom.
him.
You know,
His mom did
mom
not
did
name
He
him
that.
chose that name.
His mom did not name him these
His
nuts.
mom
He-
did not name it.
Yeah,
that.
he fucking chose that life.
You think he changed? You think after he turned 18, he was like, Mom,
I-
Dad,
I
know
would
you
bet-
named me Jason.
A lot of money.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
How did he
Let's-
spell these nuts?
D.
Exactly how you would think. It's DEEZ dash NUTS.
The hyphen's important because, like,
hyphen's
Spider-Man is just Spiderman without that hyphen.
Right, Spinnerman.
Spiderman.
Let's see. The daughter and her boyfriend told officers they had argued with Kroll on the phone earlier in the evening over household chores and caring for the family's puppies. The couple said that they found the residence locked when they showed up 2 hours later. The couple told police that they repeatedly knocked on the door, and at one point, Kroll opened the door and punched his daughter in the shoulder. Let's see. He's charged with misdemeanor battery.
he
Nope,
miss?
we were wrong, Brad. Kroll legally, or JJ, he legally changed his name from Derek to D's Nuts in 2011.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Derek to D's
You can't.
Nuts.
You name yourself to.
And then he added. It was Dez Nuts, DEZ Nuts, but then he added another E.
But he added the E
6
after
years
the
later.
Z, so it was DZ Nuts.
DZ Nuts.
DZ Nut. That's what I'm going to
This
change my
is-
name to.
I feel like he smoked crack. It's
Yeah,
probably just
If
like-
you
definitely.
named
At least
yourself-
once.
He's done it multiple
Multiple
times.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least once.
Everybody smoked crack at least once, right?
Oh.
Right, guys?
Nah, man. I don't do crack.
crack is
No,
whack.
I've only ever
Crack
done
is
meth.
cheap.
I'm white.
I did. What is it? What is it? I did Molly one time. That was weird.
You did cocaine one time, didn't you?
I did cocaine one time too.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope to all three of those.
What's enough? Lost enough weight to realize I
notice
wouldn't have like a heart attack.
Yeah, an immediate.
When I was
heart attack.
400, I wasn't doing coke.
Yeah.
When I got into 220s,
You
I
gotta
was
get
like,
healthy.
I have a little bit.
You gotta get a little healthy to see how far
Yeah.
you go.
And I didn't like it.
That's how I feel about Viagra. It was like, let me get in shape.
Why are you trying Viagra?
I was just wanting to see.
Just want to see how hard it gets.
Yeah,
You know what I
I was like, damn, it was a difference.
You know what I do?
What?
I see a titty or a ball.
Okay.
And I'm
I
Viagra.
saw a T-shirt online the other week that said, "I'm just a fuck machine that runs on hot dogs and gas station boner pills."
Ew.
Damn, that sounds stinking.
He ain't fucking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And you're gonna die if you
Yeah.
take gas station boner pills. You will die.
I've taken those before.
Have you taken that?
No,
That's
wait.
not a good idea.
Oh, no, yeah, I've taken one before.
I took one though.
When I
too.
was
took
younger, I had to
Superman.
try them. Just like with the Viagra. I was
you
gonna try.
have-
It was the same thing. Oh, let's see if this gets.
See if
Oh,
it
it
worked.
does.
I was like, it worked, and it works. It
Did
works.
you have problems getting hard?
No.
or
No.
you just
No.
wanted to test it?
I just want to test it. I
Yeah.
want to see what happened. And I woke up the next morning like it's still good to go.
I've told people for years. I take a supplement. It's a combo of yohimbe root and ginseng. And yeah, it's like full attention. It makes it full. It's a supplement for like blood flow. It's supposed to increase
Yeah.
your blood flow, so you actually feel more awake when you take it. Plus, there's ginseng.
So you take poppers. That's what you're saying.
no, that's to make your butthole open up. I thought.
It does all of the above, I guess.
does all- okay,
Yeah.
it
It
makes-
relaxes you. It increases blood flow.
You found
Oh,
so
okay.
much information when you talked to Brad.
Yeah, poppers. Yeah, poppers is a thing that like.
Isn't that like
dudes-
window cleaner, like VHS tape?
I think
don't know.
it's.
I
I think
think
it's
they s- what do
initially
you smell
VHR
it?
cleaner.
I think you
yeah.
smell it?
You smell it,
and then it opens up your butthole.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes it's
Something like
something.
that.
It's something to make. It makes you feel better. It's supposed
yeah.
to make you feel better.
I do
I don't know what that
yohimbe
entails.
root and ginseng. You can get this at your local health food store. I try it out.
Oh,
It's
I'm
good.
down. I'm down.
It's good.
All right, send it to my email. and
I'm
I'll
a
get
41-year-old
people.
man. I still fuck like a 25-year-old.
I feel
Okay.
you. I'm 33 and I'm
I have to
tired.
set timers.
tired.
I have to set timers because like I have inflammation problems. So
Oh
I'll
yeah,
injure
let's
myself.
hold on. Yeah, let's tell this story. I
what?
forgot
I
about
just set
this.
timers when fucking now, just so I'm not too much
because
on my knees.
his feet
and we're-
swell up.
No, my knees. It's more if I'm like in missionary on my knees. and
Why
I'm-
don't you just
Lay
Get
down.
knee
why
pads?
don't you just do the flop over fuck? You guys just flop on your sides and just
do,
rub.
You know, I do it all. I'm
it all.
I like.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a,
Don't
I'm
hurt
a
yourself,
fuck
Brad.
Connoisseur. I like to fuck.
Don't hurt
different ways.
yourself by fucking too hard, Brett.
That's
The
the
past
thing.
3 times we
Well-
played disc golf, he was like, my hip. I've been fucking too much.
That's the thing. Well, here's the thing. I was a
Poor
lot.
guy.
Here's the
This
thing.
poor guy.
I was a lot heavier, and I was not dating. I lost a lot of weight.
And so you
People
wasn't
find
good.
me more dateable.
And you.
I've had a lot of time to. I'm catching
You're
up.
not
Slam
new
pig
I'm
people.
living in
Nation.
college years. Well, and I got divorced, or
Yeah.
you know,
Do you still call them slam pigs?
I've
behind
never
their
called
backs?
anybody I've slept with a slam pig ever, and I never will. There's some bullshit that John said.
I like to
They're
call
all nice people, and I thank them all for sharing their time.
I like to call
and
all
their
my
bodies
exes
with me.
smash offs.
Smash
Smash
offs?
offs?
Yeah. Just send them off.
Just send them off.
Smashing off.
Nah, man. I like to have sex and then
You could be a
cuddle
s-
up.
I think you could
write
be
love
a-
letters to each other. Do something scared.
I think you could be a slam pig and still be a nice person.
Yeah.
Brad.
I'm a slam pig.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're
I'm
a
a
slam,
slam
pig,
pig.
and you're a nice
Yes.
person.
Oh, I'm fucking very nice.
See,
I'm the nicest slam pig you'll ever meet.
Look at this. New words, new terms.
All right, moving on with news. Texas man accused of putting antiques up his kilt-covered butt.
Ew. It's
Some of the
kilt that
items
got
the
me.
suspect allegedly
Poppers.
contaminated include a makeup brush and an antique bottle opener.
Wait, which end did the makeup brush go in first? Because one, I'm impressed. The other, that's easy.
So this is in Spring, Texas. He was arrested last week for basically he was walking around an antique shop, and then he was
Stealing.
taking stuff, and then he was sticking it up his ass, and then putting it back. No, he was like tainting
putting
the
it
goods.
back.
Yeah, he was tainting the goods. Basically,
I don't care.
I
if
don't
you-
think he was
you
taking the good. I think he was trying to find a new replacement.
You,
He's like, I don't like this.
like, no, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So it's a makeup brush and what else?
Let's see. So let's. Does it list the items?
Y'all get more
Incidents.
phallic and
How do you
wider.
find that? How do you find that on the camera?
He
Like,
was
how do you stop
observed
him?
allegedly placing items in his rectum and then putting them back onto the shelves. Some of the items the 60-year-old allegedly contaminated
60.
include a makeup brush, an antique bottle opener, and a tobacco tent can.
A tobacco tint can?
I don't know what that
Thinking
means.
That's like
square.
a thing of skull.
I think it's like a thing of skull. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He likes the tuna can.
How do you get?
That's how somebody's hurting for a tuna can.
Bro, I'm telling you, poppers. That's the.
I guess so.
Poppers,
It's
yeah.
poppers.
Open that butthole.
Wow.
I had Jander over last night, and I talked about his butthole too.
I think he just like talking about.
I
your
think I
friend's
just like talking
buttholes.
about people's
Yeah.
buttholes. Yeah.
It's a funny
What's
thing.
happening?
It's when they talk back that's an issue.
Wait a minute.
So
They be
fortunately,
talking
this
shit.
menace is off the streets.
Good. Oh, asshole stuffing motherfucker.
Yeah. Now we're gonna move on to another segment. This is going to be Something Planet Massive Media.
It's Something Planet Massive Media tonight.
All right. So before we started, yeah, this is like Adobe stock music or something. It's
great.
like
I
whatever.
thought David made this.
No, this is from a site that I signed up for to get free music that I could play
This-
without paying royalties.
This sounds like it's the beginning of a 1970 porno.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of going for. I was kind of going
Yeah.
for like I wanted to sound like Entertainment Tonight or something, you know.
This
Yeah,
sound like somebody
remember
being a
when
piece of
pornos
libertines.
had music? There's
Bro,
no
you-
more music in
There's
porno.
no
No.
more music. They
There's
have
no more
voiceovers.
theme songs.
There's
No,
no
and you
more
can hear the guy.
storylines.
You can hear the guy who's the cameraman jacking off.
Yeah,
No, I'm
this is
just kidding. I
fucking
don't know.
weird.
None of the
I haven't watched porn
storylines.
in like 5 years.
Why
I just
not?
quit. I haven't watched
I
porn
quit.
in like 5
I
hours.
watched
Because
porn
I think it was
5 times today.
I feel like it was like messing me up. I
It
feel like it was
was.
like breaking my brain.
It's fucking my brain up. I need to
Yeah, I feel.
How much
yeah.
are you watching?
quit. A lot.
How much is a lot? What would you, how
I
many
won't
times
go
would you
long.
say you watch porn in a day?
3, 4.
That's
That,
it.
yeah, it's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's me on the dime down.
I watch
like,
porn
that's
every
me.
hour on the hour.
Yeah, no, that's not
Yeah,
good.
I love it all. I
You know,
like the Dragon Ball, Naruto. Oh, I'm thinking of anime.
Anime.
That's anime.
Yeah,
it's different.
I get them mixed
No,
up. What is
I-
pornography?
I found
The popper booties?
I found that if I watched porn and jerked off, then I wanted to have sex less. But I like sex better, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna quit jerking off.
Yeah, see, that makes sense when you have a wife.
Yeah, because
When
if
you
you're
go
in a
home
healthy,
alone a lot,
when you're a healthy
that right hand get real.
in a healthy committed relationship.
I'm in
yeah.
a relationship with this girl on OnlyFans. Her name is Cream Pie Kai.
Cream pig, my God.
Cream pie kite.
She sounds like a lovely woman.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I
Wow,
don't know,
way to assume her
I don't know
gender,
what her
bro.
face look like. I don't know
People
what her
can be
face look
cream.
like, but she's
Anybody can be
light-skinned,
cream pied.
Big nips.
Big nips. Okay,
No.
could be anybody.
No, it's Cream Pie Kai.
No. What do you rate Cream Pie Kai's OnlyFans? I mean, this is media.
6.5 cream pies. Out of how many?
I give
4.
Before the show, we watched the final trailer for X-Men '97, which comes out what, tonight or
boy.
tomorrow?
Well, I don't know. Maybe tonight at midnight.
Tonight
I
at
don't know how
midnight?
Disney Plus does.
I think
their-
Disney Plus does it like
think
11
the-
o'clock
the next
p.m.
day. Maybe I don't know.
or midnight. I don't know what they do. So it is on Disney Plus, right?
I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
X-Men's my shit. X-Men's
Well,
like my favorite.
Explain, what X-Men '97 actually is for viewers that are not familiar with this iteration and the original iteration.
Well, there was a show back in the day just called X-Men the Animated Series, and
Which
it
is great.
ended in either 96 or 97.
Pretty much all millennial boys watched this show.
Yeah, it was
right?
pretty much
And-
the,
and
like
most-
And the Spider-Man.
And the
That-
Spider, because they
yeah.
came on right
Yeah.
next to each
Yeah,
other.
right.
probably X-Men and Batman are probably the two great, like
Anime.
most revered animated series. Spider-Man, I'd say, would be in
Yeah.
number 3. Those are the top 3,
Top
definitely.
3.
Everything
100%.
else,
Everything was terrible, but
Yeah.
those 3 was like worth watching.
Yeah.
But-
They had multiple seasons.
it's like it literally takes place the day after the show ended. But the people are saying like, yeah, it's going to be a continuation. Well, it is, and it's really not, because they're just going to be using X-Men stories throughout history. Like the TV show, there was no like
Comic book for
there
it,
was
right?
no really like linear plot to the events. There kind of was. You don't have to watch the shit from before to. This is going to be all new material. It's going to be those same characters, but it's going to be good.
That's how I
well,
feel about
it's-
most of
I
anything
mean-
X-Men related though. Like it's
Professor X isn't in it though, right?
No, Professor isn't in it. At the end of it, he goes
So
out to
that's
space.
canon to the original, right?
Yeah, in the original, he dies.
Okay.
And then he leaves Magneto in charge.
Right.
And then Magneto, that's when he starts his journey to become like a good guy, which he's been a good guy for like fucking 20 plus years. So now he's like running the school. Of course, there's going to be some button heads and shit, but I'm fucking stoked. I fucking love X-Men. They're my favorite thing. Like, a work of fiction or whatever, like Star Wars, X-Men, Star Trek. That's X-Men for me. I love that shit. I can Because, like, my thing for X-Men, what I love it, and Magneto is, like, my favorite X-Men, is because they're a group of, they're fucking minorities, and they're oppressed, but they got power. And Magneto's like, oh, you gonna oppress me? No, you're not. Twist
No,
your
you're
nuts
not.
off. Like, shit like
thinking
that.
Yeah,
doing
well,
nuts.
I mean, I commented on your Facebook post or whatever because what you heard people saying that X-Men was woke?
People are like, yeah, oh, X-Men's getting too woke. It's like, X-Men has
It's
always
been
fucking
woke, yeah.
They literally are fucking people with powers, and people hate them because they have these powers. They hate them because of the way they were born.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Well, it's I commented it's an allegory to the civil rights movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like how it started, and then it just evolved to just an allegory
Magneto-
for like the
Yeah,
disenfranchised in general. It's everybody. Yeah.
It started as that, but it expanded to other topics over the years.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the original concept is that Magneto was what
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
He was modeled kind of after Malcolm X and MLK.
Professor X was MLK.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so
I'm fucking
That-
stoked.
I
And
think
animation
it's
looks
great.
good. It looks good too.
and it's like old-fashioned hand-drawn anime
exactly.
too.
And I mean, Disney has money, so they're gonna deliver.
Yeah,
they
so
deliver
the
good
animation
products.
is going to be. I mean, every show that Disney acquired in those mergers and then like kept doing, they improved the animation by a lot.
Yeah,
so,
that's definitely true.
so yeah. I mean, I'm sure like because those were kids cartoons back then, so it's like
Yeah.
they probably were pretty low budget.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%
And
low
I've been
budget.
rewatching
Yeah.
them just like for nostalgia. And there was like maybe season 3 and 4 where I really just didn't fucking like when I was a kid. It was because a lot of it took place in the Savage Land, which was like the jungle, and there was like a lot of prehistoric imagery and shit. And that shit was just boring to me as a kid. I was like, I want the sci-fi, the lasers, and the robots and shit.
Yeah.
But I've been rewatching. I was like, oh man, this is fucking good storytelling. It's fucking good shit.
It is good, yeah. I
Just
mean,
didn't appreciate it as a kid because it wasn't shiny enough for me.
Yeah, because they showed us like all those like future episodes.
Yeah, that
It's
shit was
like-
cool as fuck.
Like all that stuff was really cool.
Yeah, and then
really
when they're in the
confusing.
jungle and there's like a toad guy and a motherfucker in the loincloth, I was like,
Yeah.
this is boring to me.
I got confused. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm watching it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then season
Oh,
5,
that was the season where Professor X could like walk again, but he
he
lost
lost his powers and he could walk.
Yeah,
and
that
shit.
was
It's
weird as
crazy.
hell.
It was like, hey, you can have your legs, but
And
no
they've
more
done that
reading
many
mine.
times.
And then
like
it
in
was
the
like
books,
what
too,
him
like-
and Doctor Doom were like stuck in a prehistoric.
No, him and
alternate
Magneto.
dimension.
Him and
Oh,
Magneto.
yeah,
They're in the Savage Land. They got lured there. And it
For
was
some
the
reason
end
I
of
thought it was
season
Doctor
1.
Doom.
I don't think he ever made an appearance unless it was
No?
like he might have been in like a.
He might have been in
Like-
Spider Man.
No,
He
he
wasn't
might
in
have been. He
Spider-Man.
might have been in X Men, but like maybe like in a future. Like there's a one where it was like an Age of Apocalypse, and you see all kinds
Right.
of Marvel characters like fighting against the people in like a split second and shit like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I'm fucking stoked.
I think that shit looks awesome. The other trailer that we watched before the show started was Star Wars: The Acolyte.
Yeah, and what is that exactly?
yeah.
So from what I can, from what I've gleaned from just reading about a little bit, is that it takes place in the High Republic, which is
like that.
a new setting.
The 70s. Everybody's.
It's
high.
a new setting that is about 800 years before the original Star Wars movie.
Oh, the
800
original
years.
Star Wars or the Phantom, like the Anakin or Luke. I guess it's the same
Luke.
because it's like a 50-year difference.
It's
Yeah,
not
it
that
doesn't
big of a
matter.
difference. But yeah, they call it BBY. 800 years BBY, which is before Battle of Yavin, which
And
is
Yavin
the first,
is what?
The Battle of
Is
Yavin
New
is
Hope?
New Hope taking down the Death Star. That's
Okay.
the Battle of Yavin.
Got you.
So it's like
What is the ring? Because they had a ring in the title for Acolyte. I was like, that's like Lord of the Rings ring. Why do they got a ring?
I have no idea what that is. So
Yeah.
I haven't really fucked with the High Republic yet. It started as comics and young adult novels.
Oh, okay.
Is what Disney started it as, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I've read a couple of the comics. There's a comic about Kylo Ren's origin story, where him and Luke are together, and they find a space station that is long abandoned, that's not inside any star system. It's just in the middle of space, and they investigate it, and then they kind of show that in the High Republic. That was like how the Jedi police the galaxy, is that they had this space station and strategically placed so that you could like get to every system really fast. So I don't know too much about it. I just know that
It looks interesting.
Yoda is like a young Jedi Knight during this time.
Oh, so
And
they got actual Yoda, not baby.
not Baby Yoda,
Okay.
actual Yoda. I don't know if he'll be in the Acolyte. I don't know why they wouldn't show him, because like who doesn't want to see a young
young
Yoda in his prime, like
Speaking
kicking
in-
ass?
Yoda will kick your ass, you see.
Yeah, but it did show some cool shit. It showed not Chewbacca, but a Wookiee
I saw the
Jedi
Wookiee.
was cool.
Oh, no, he's a Jedi.
Yeah, that was a Wookiee Jedi.
Oh,
so
wow.
there's only been a couple of those in
It's like
Star Wars history.
Two.
Yeah,
Seeing.
there's like
I saw somebody with a yellow lightsaber. I was like, oh, snap! They gave him different colors now.
yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah, they actually, if you watch the Bad Batch, that original Wookiee Jedi makes another appearance. Like he actually survived Order 66. It shows.
see, that's the thing I
Dude,
noticed.
are Wookiees really old? They live long time?
Wookiees,
They
yeah,
live long time?
Wookiees live almost as long as like whatever Yoda species is.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So they live like a super
I
long
also
time.
thought Wookiees and Lord of the Species was almost the same until
You thought they
That
were the
was-
same?
As a kid, I thought it was like maybe just like a It
Oh,
was,
like when he grows up, he get fur, maybe,
Yeah.
or when he gets
yeah.
older, he gets loses his fur.
he gets transition. Like it's,
No, that's okay. I thought that about the Ewoks though. I thought Ewoks were baby Chewbacca,
and that's what I thought. I was like, oh,
And then
it's
like
just,
Yoda does
yeah,
look like
Yoda-
this
and
is Jim Henson.
Yoda's
when
the
I was a little kid-
granddaddy.
Yeah, it's all made by Jim Henson.
yeah, Yoda's just granddaddy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just-
No, that was always the joke where because like Chewbacca owes Han Solo a life debt, right?
Uh-huh.
But Chewbacca lives such a long time, it's not really that big of a deal for him. Like
Yeah.
Han Solo's kind of like his pet.
Yeah,
Like
that's
he's gonna
actually
die, and then he's gonna go on and get another pet and live like 6 more lifetimes.
That's funny. Actually,
he did get a new pet. He got a new pet. Like this pet got a sword.
Yeah,
Yeah, Han Solo's dead already. Yeah.
yeah.
Spoiler alert. Didn't that get ruined for you? Like right before you saw it?
Yeah, I was walking in, and I was walking into the theater for The Force Awakens. I was getting a drink, and all my friends were already inside. I walked by, and the doors opened to a movie, and the dude was like, "I can't believe Han Solo died." And I was like, "Fuck."
Did you hold it
I
in
just
or did
walk
you tell
around.
your friends?
Anytime I go
No,
to
I
the
held it
movies,
Yeah,
anytime I
that'll
go
make
to
you
the
an
movie, I walk
asshole.
around with my headphones until I sit in my seat.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
like,
I
nah, I'm
should.
not
Yeah,
even-
from now on, I got to do that.
Yeah. Although when is the fucking last time you been to a movie theater?
Last week.
Well, you live in New York, so
No,
we all
I
know
was
y'all.
here. I
Y'all
was here
all-
and watched. I went. I saw the Magical Negro.
Because you live.
Oh,
okay,
how was that?
How was that?
And what is that about?
Oh wait, okay. Let me. Okay, so
Am
was
I
there
allowed to know-
something?
am I allowed to know what this is about?
Was there
Yeah.
something in the trailer I was missing? Because there's so many high-profile black actors in it, and I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. Was I missing something?
I don't know what you were looking for. But
I was looking for an
definitely-
explanation beside the fact that these people are black. They're essentially mutants, and they're just being in servitude to white people to make them feel
That's
better.
exactly what happened.
Okay.
It was a movie about how basically it was a parody, basically like how all the movies growing up there was always a black savior.
Yeah.
And
I
they would call him,
remember a comedian making a joke about that in the 90s, but I don't remember which comedian.
And then, you remember what Astronomy Club did that whole sketch
Yeah,
about? Like,
Astronomy Club
Yeah.
is really funny.
so that was like the whole ideal of it. So the whole movie
Right.
is about
Like Bagger Vance.
it was like your
Yeah.
power, your superpower. Like you got all these magical power, but we got to make white people comfortable because when white people are uncomfortable, that when we start dying.
so-
It's a crazy movie, but I would
so
not.
they got to be in service to the white people or they die and
They
lose their
said
powers.
that, right? But then eventually, towards the end of the movie, spoiler alert.
It was a white person
They-
who told them that.
Well, no, it was the black dude is like, we don't fuck these people's feelings, and it's just,
Yeah.
and then it was like, yeah, we should have been saying this, but yeah,
Okay. So
was
at the
just
end,
a-
they just start using their magic. to
no,
not
they
help
just
them.
they ended up kicking them out, and then all of a sudden they were just like, well, you would never remember how this magical power work anymore, but we can't get rid of your we can't get rid of your memory, so bye.
Goodbye.
All right.
So
Well,
I
like, you
wanna-
don't want to have the magic.
I want to watch that movie because
No, you don't.
it looks weird. I like weird movies.
I thought it was
like
gonna be
that.
funny.
was it not
I
even
thought
funny?
It wasn't
I
funny?
thought it was gonna get at least a chuckle or two.
The other one that I wanted to watch,
It was a drama, actually.
the other one that I wanted to watch that also looks funny is The Book of Clarence.
Book of
you
I
seen
wanted
that?
to see that too. 'Cause I
Oh,
think it was
that
like
looks.
Black
See,
Jesus.
that looks good.
Yeah.
I
That
would
looks
watch
really
that.
good
That
to
looks
me.
funny.
So
and
no,
good.
he's not Jesus, but he sees what Jesus
And
is
he
doing.
just does it, yeah.
And then he just starts copying that same thing. They're like, I'm the Messiah, and he starts performing fake miracles to
Yeah.
get money.
Wow, books.
But
Oh,
it's
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it's Lakeith Stanfield.
I
He's
watch
such a
anything
good
with
actor.
He's a
him.
really good actor.
He's such a good
I
actor.
fucking love that guy.
Yeah,
Keith.
he's an excellent actor. But it's based on there was actually like a historical report that was written by a historian that believes there was at least 4 people in that area at
Doing the
that
same
time,
thing, yeah.
pretending to be the Messiah.
Yeah.
So it was like a part-time job.
So it was like a grift that people were doing back then. Yeah.
It's funny because I just wrote a new joke about just being stupid, and I was like, "Weed make me a better person."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, because the other day I gave somebody $30 worth of gas. So like I didn't give them the money. It's just I forgot to pump my tank." And I was like, that person had to be head-sighted. Like the only person I can think of somebody being that happy is like, can you imagine how happy the alcoholic was the day Jesus turned that water into wine? Just like that dude would probably been, it's just, we got more gallons over here. That's stupid.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm always, that's how I write. I like writing stupid jokes. I love ones that doesn't make sense.
The dumb ones are funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's get the hell out of here. You guys, thank you so much
that's
for
it?
coming over.
Oh, that was it.
This
Yeah,
shit's
that's it. I
short
told you
as fuck.
we're keeping it short.
If this was sex for me, I wouldn't have to set a timer.
you wouldn't even have to set a timer.
My knees would be fine.
Well, I
Oh,
think
so you set a timer to when you need to be done.
So I set a timer to change position. So I'm saying
I'm not exactly sure when this is coming out, but just check out JJ's Instagram page. It's on the page right there at I'm just _JJ,
Yep.
at the Minister Brad, at John J S Planet. Check that. Check those out, and then you're gonna see all our upcoming dates. No matter where we are.
4 to
either
6
here-
albums dropping this year.
You're gonna write 4
4
to 6
to
albums?
6 albums. I'm saying calling it now.
You calling it now?
4 to 6 albums.
All right.
One of them might be a podcast because that's already been recorded. So.
Because so this counts as an album.
Not this one. No, I have my own.
Oh, you have your own podcast now. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a comedy one.
I need to write something. I need to release something. I need to do something special.
Well, what's your podcast?
It's not. We've recorded like 8 episodes. We haven't released it. It's gonna be released, but it's just me. I sit down one-on-one with people. I've interviewed like David Today, a couple musicians.
Never
It's
interviewed
just
me, motherfucker.
I'm working my way to you,
Piece
man. But what do we get to talk
of
about?
shit.
I already did yours.
Piece of shit.
John, tell me about your podcast. Oh, here's a clip, and then we'll just play that for an hour. And I'm like, thanks for listening. Still your viewers.
The scenery just changed.
Check out the Johnny B Show on 102.5 The Bone. I'm going to be there on Thursday.
Hey.
And
Yeah, I interviewed Johnny.
let's see. Next Tuesday, the 26th, I believe.
Yes.
Wow.
Next Tuesday, the 26th, I'm going to be at the Safety Harbor Spa. It's a Veterans Appreciation Show. I didn't know you were still going to be in town, possibly.
Possibly I could be. Who knows? We'll find out.
But if someone drops, I'm definitely
Okay.
throwing your name in there.
If I'm still in town, you'll know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be at the Safety Harbor Spa. Get your tickets at comedyatthespa.com. Please remember to check out random-fandom.com and check out all our cool t-shirt designs. And go to carrycart.com. Use the code SP at checkout for $20 off your carry cart. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you all so much for listening. I appreciate you. Lots more things coming this year. My special's coming out soon, so subscribe on YouTube and subscribe wherever you listen to audio podcasts. Good night.
Good night.